Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And how about we check the numbers for Cason Wallace?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Thompson, Sarr out there with Durant. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Kelly in at the point. And for the Thunder, they've got Cason Wallace. Wiggins is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. Look at Oklahoma City. They're 2-1 in the group portion of the NBA Cup. A win tonight is vital to advance.
Look, their home fans are behind them. They're in a great position right now. They just have to finish the job and pick up win number 3 tonight, and they'll be rolling.
And then for Los Angeles, how about how they've played in the NBA Cup so far? Undefeated.
Yeah, they have that 3-0 record, and this is the final group stage game. If they can take this one on the road, they're flying into the knockout round.
It's been well documented that MP is taking these matchups seriously against other opponents in this conference. You got to wonder if that hasn't provided some extra motivation.
And it seems as though that lofty goal has gotten the MP a bit. He seems off to me. He hasn't performed well in these games against key opponents, and certainly is on the outside looking in as far as the All-Star game is concerned. He better pick it up quick.
And here is Wallace after the free ball from KD. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the wing, rejected by Kelly. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Talk my shit. Yeah, man, I'm talking my shit.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. 6 to shoot. Hartenstein with the screen for Middleton. The 3. And Sarr pulls it down. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. No one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Wiggins. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Wallace, the pass to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Wallace against Reeves. Left side, KD. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Sarr sets the screen for Thompson. Puts it up from 12. And he overshot that one, missing. The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Wiggins finds Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go, and the rejection by Kelly. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Reeves against Wallace. Right here. Reeves the pass to Sarr. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
What is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
You're not going to see that very often. There's plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And it's Wiggins missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Thompson. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Here's Kelly. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 5. Wiggins sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. The 11-footer, pocket 6. Some solid D here from Kelly.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
From about 19 feet, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Reeves can't hit. Trailing by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Middleton. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. Zhang's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. Doncic against Wallace. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint, down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from the block. Stolen by Durant. Kelly kicks to Doncic. And again, the Lakers no good. Oklahoma City trailing. On the wing, Wallace, defended by Durant. Zhang against Doncic. Pass to Wallace. Middleton outside. Here's the 3. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 3. It's Thompson off the drive, and Thompson throws it down.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Zhang finds Wallace, and stolen by Song. And pushing it out, here's Los Angeles, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 40 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Here is Durant, following the basket by Chris Middleton. And that one's good. Kelly.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Here's Hartenstein after the made shot from Kelly. Good on the three-point shot. Middleton's got 7 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Kelly. Here's the drive.
Did you just see what I saw, I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
And it's the Lakers on the break. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And they've also been pressuring the ball tonight. You don't get this many steals without making an effort there.
The Lakers moving the ball around. And it's Doncic missing. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Nets. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this is the fourth and final game of the NBA Cup group stage of play for these two teams.
And both looking to finish strong, right? And punch their ticket to the knockout round.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Lakers. Trent comes in for Thompson. And Jang drops them both. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Kelly. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Wallace against Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. And that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Kelly. Kelly's got 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice look for their offense.
Dort, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, he, in the last game against the Jazz, had a huge game. He finished with 47 points, and he was dialed in, made most of his shots. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention, and it opens up opportunities for others.
Now, here's Trent. 11-point game his last outing. On the line. Shot by Kelly, no good. Thunder trailing by 9. Spins. Wallace against Doncic. Now here's Wallace. He forms his last outing. Wiggins a screen on Doncic. Here's Palmer. The wing jumper off target. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second. Quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been naked. But plenty of time left in this one. And from
Use that.
Go get him, MP.
Holmes passes to Nance. Here's Dort. Jang with the screen for Dort. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Palmer. Back to Jang. Lets it go from deep. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Get going.
Here's Saw, covered by Nance. Saw, the pass to Holmes. Here's Reeves. And again, no good by the Lakers. Jang with the ball, defended by Reeves. And it's the Lakers on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Lakers shooting their first free throws of this game.
They haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Kelly, 13 points in the game. Steps back. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point territory. Reeves with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Kelly. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kelly's got 16.
Boy, this team is comfortable with Reeves running the show. He's an excellent decision maker.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Chang. Martin with it. Back to Dort. Oh, Holmes in position. Here we go, all alone.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Thunder trailing by 11. Pass to Hartenstein. To Holmes. It's deflected. Doncic with the steal. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning is right there with another injury, Michael Jordan.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Kelly. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Trent's checked in for Doncic. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Middleton kicks to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. But 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around.
Yeah, it looks like they gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Kelly. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Holmes passes to Kelly. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander.
Been fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
And Durant sends it back. Now Reeves. He had 16 points in the win against Utah. Holmes with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And that one's good. Kelly.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indication of why they're losing.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. In it goes after missing his first 7. Now shooting 1 for 8 this game.
On a dime. Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
KD on the wing. Over Wiggins. No good from Durant. Thunder trailing by 11. Wiggins outside.
Ball coming, ball coming.
Inside. Here's Middleton. Misses the fadeaway jumper. LA has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Here's Kelly. That's good from 17 feet away. Kelly's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's Wallace. Oh, good on the 3. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. Here's Durant. Durant going to work inside.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
Middleton outside. Wiggins kicks to Wallace. To the middle. Dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
It's to Kelly. Trent with it, defended by Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Holmes setting the big for Trent. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Shot by Kelly, no good. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We come back right after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
It's all been gravy, baby, and you know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple, there's
gravy.
orange.
Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said,
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.